Jesse Lee Peterson is a past Hero of Conscience honoree. And he's the founder and president of BOND, the Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny. He's also a radio host who has honored me by allowing me to be a guest a number of times, and the author of a new book, The Antidote, Rebuilding the Man, about which he will be holding a literary cafe in coming months right here for AFA. Jesse Lee Peterson. He doesn't even need an introduction. Jesse Lee Peterson.
Hey, Larry. You want to do like Barack Obama and the other guy? Did you see that? Thank you so much for having me here. This is difficult for me, and for the last 26 years, I've been running a nonprofit called BOND, the Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny, and our purpose is to rebuild the family by rebuilding the man. And we're showing young men that their battle is not a physical battle. Our battle is a spiritual battle, a warfare between good and evil. It has nothing to do with color, male or female, is right versus wrong. Some years ago now, I received a call from Avi. I'd never heard of him. And I think my second book was out at the time. And he said that he had wanted me to come to his organization and present my book. So he and I met, and we talked for a while. And I was surprised because he knew more about me than I knew about myself. I'm like, do you know my mama? He knew everything about me. And it was so interesting in that I felt as though I knew him. I've always known him. It didn't seem as though there was a difference between us at all. And I realized later in years that it was because we were fighting for what is right. We were serving the same God. And I really just had so much respect for him because he was not afraid to tell the truth. And he encouraged me to stay with the truth because he knew I was getting, and I still do, get a lot of slack from telling the truth. But he just laid it out, how you just have to stay with it. God is with you. Don't worry about it. It's all going to work out fine. And so years went by, and we developed a friendship. And several times I've been here to this organization. He gave me the award. And he just was such a good man. I was just introduced to his sons, and one of them looked like him and sounded like him. I'm like, wow, did Avi come back? He looked just like his dad and sounded like him. But he was a good man. I want you to know that he loved what was right more than anything else. And when you love what is right more than anything else, there's nothing on earth that can stop you. Because God is with you, and he'll take you through all things. When I received the call that Avi had a heart attack, I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. I couldn't believe it. And so I had the opportunity to go over to the hospital before he expired, and I prayed with him. And he wasn't able to communicate with me, but I just had a good little prayer and talk with him. And I felt blessed that God gave me that opportunity to say goodbye to him. I do want to say that I like the fact and appreciate the fact that I can tell the truth about him. I know that a lot of times when people die, you have to go and lie about them. Oh, he was a good man. I remember, long story short, then I'm done. I remember once I had to go to Indiana to a distant relative funeral, and they had asked me to say something about him, right? I'm like, are you sure you want me to say something about him? They're like, yeah, I want you to say something. And so they all went up and they said, oh, he's a good man, and everybody loved him, and he did this, he did that, right? And so it was my time to go up. And I said, this man was no good. He was a drunk. He had a lot of problems. He never got over them. I remember we hated seeing him coming. So, and I said, let this be an example of what you don't want to be in life. And everybody applauded. They all applauded. But I do want to tell you, Avi will always be in my heart. He was always be a part of my organization. He was a part of it. He loved what we were doing. He got involved. He always tried to make us involved with what he was doing whenever he was doing it. And whatever he did, he took it to the limit. He did it to the fullest. And I've learned from that. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. This, when he expired, I wonder who's going to take over, who's going to be the president. And I heard that Michael is the president. I'm like, well, don't worry. It's all fine. It's all good. So thank you so much for having me here. I love your dad. I love Avi. He's like a brother to me, really like a family member. And I hope you guys grow up to be the same way, just like your dad. Thank you. God bless you.